This wasn't the longest month I have ever had, but the 2019 Bronco wheeling season is upon us. So event after event are taking place. And we're gonna talk all about that today. You can stop now. All right, where to even start? I guess we could start with the bad news. I talked in last month's Bronco Breakdown about the possible legislation that would exempt from smog all vehicles manufactured prior to 1983. And of course, no luck there. Am I surprised? No. Am I bummed? Definitely. But what can you do? Not everybody can throw a hybrid engine in a Bronco, and not everybody wants to. There's just something about the 302 that's addicting. It's just the grit. And I did say grit, not horsepower. But you know who does want to throw a hybrid engine in a Bronco is none other than the Blue Oval Office himself. Ford has confirmed that a hybrid option will be available for the 2020 Bronco, and according to automobilemagazine.com, this was confirmed by Ford CEO Jim Hackett during a shareholder meeting. Now, because the Jeep Wrangler does offer a somewhat hybrid engine, this could be Ford's way of taking over that market for people who are looking for that option. Again, it's just that, it's an option. Although a beefy V8 has been pretty much thrown out of the conversation at this point, I'm sure someone will figure out how to put one in a new Bronco by the end of release day. So, the next big 2020 Bronco rumor came in the form of more in-depth spy pictures of that test mule Bronco. One spy photographer was actually able to take pictures of the underside of the Bronco, and lo and behold, the solid axle housing argument kicked back into gear. People immediately began to diagnose whether it was an independent front axle or not. After further research, unfortunately, it was decided that the test mule Bronco is not running a solid axle housing. Now, is that the kill shot for the solid axle argument? Perhaps, but again, it's the same with the engine. Someone is gonna figure out how to put one in a new Bronco. That's just how we Bronco guys do it. And just car guys in general, that's what you do, you customize stuff. Anyways, that's all we have on the 2020 Bronco this month. The articles are below. Next up, we have country music star Dustin Lynch, who just released the music video for the song Ridin' Roads. Now, the only reason most of you guys will care about that is because the music video did feature an early Bronco throughout the whole thing, and it was in fact an early Bronco, despite his calling it an 87.
Girl, I got that 87 gassed up 30 early out there in your drive.
But go ahead and check that out, and shout out Wild Horses while you're over there. As we continue to move down the Bronco news train, for those of you who have been around the Bronco world long enough, you know that the Nightmare has been an icon in the Bronco world. It's been a mascot of Wild Horses for several years, and not much has changed about it. But this month, the Nightmare got some new horseshoes.
You heard right, we got some new shoes for the Nightmare. Believe it or not, sometimes when your Bronco is shaking all over the road and you can't even go over 20 miles an hour, it's your old worn out rock crawling tires. We swapped the Mare's 39 5s for some 37 Toyo Open Countries, and at the same time we added the new Fuel Zephyrs. I saw the Fuel Zephyrs, but I went online and noticed they didn't have a 5-on-5.5 pattern Zephyr. So we actually got together with Fuel and had them make a special batch, an exclusive run. I don't know if they're going to add them to the lineup in the future or not. And then we got those in. Of course, I sent a setup to Trail Ready to have them put the bead locks on, because on a wheeling rig, I just like having bead locks. Anyway, new meats for the Mare.
Yes, the Nightmare is running the new Fuel Zephyrs, and she looks bad to the bone. Now, the Nightmare isn't the only one getting upgraded. I just got done installing a 1-inch body lift on my rig, and I'm not gonna lie, that was fun. It wasn't as stressful as I thought. I did have to cut some of the body mounts off, so I didn't take an easy route, but it was just a good learning experience. I highly recommend you try it. I may put together a video of the struggles of that, so keep an eye out for that. Speaking of upgrades and learning experiences, we have the brand new 700R4 sitting in-house and ready to be installed in the pit bull. It's actually sitting over here, come check it out. So here it is, the new 700R4. We've got the Atlas in here, we've got a cross member from Bailey Built, and a bunch of other stuff that we're gonna throw in this thing. Really the only thing holding this project back is me. So I've got to get off my butt, start doing some wrenching on this thing. I just put the adapter plate on. I'm doing the advanced adapter kit that we sell for the 700R4 to the 302. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm looking forward to learning it. Now, I may put together a video for this install too. The only reason I'm hesitant is because I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. So if I do make a video, it's not gonna be a how-to. It's just gonna be a video of the struggles and hardships and fun of this whole install. Keep an eye out for that. Let me know if you guys actually wanna see that. Let's get back to the news. With that stuff out of the way, let's talk events. There were so many events that went down this month. I'm just gonna let you guys know right now that this is gonna be a long breakdown because we've got a lot of sick products, but we'll talk about those in a second. Let's get to Bronco events. The first event to address is Super Celebration. Now, I know I mentioned that in last month's Bronco Breakdown. I only mention it now because I finally finished the recap. It's quick, sweet, and to the point, so check it out. The next event was the May It Forward event, and one of the Bronco guys that was there actually made a cool, funny video about that, so I'll link it below. Now, that event raised a total of $7,050 for the Travis Mills Foundation, so awesome job to everybody who participated in that. That's a great cause, so we're definitely gonna try to make it out there one of these years. Moving on to the next event, we have the 35th annual Albuquerque Art Museum Car Show. Although not specifically a Bronco show, one of our Bronco brothers, Larry, won first place in the vintage trucks. So congratulations to him. Out of 400 total vintage vehicles, it's pretty cool when an old Ford Bronco can take the spotlight like that. So Larry, again, congratulations on your prize. Next event that went down was, of course, the Moab Bronco Safari. Insanely epic as usual. This event did not disappoint. We had epic wheeling, we had epic Broncos, we had rolls, we had it all, except for trailer problems. I mean, we had drone problems, camera problems, but no trailer problems. So that was actually pretty nice. I have posted the recap videos for that event, and yes, I did post 2 because it was on its way to being like a 30-minute video. So check out both of them. I put a lot of time into those, and you guys are digging them so far. So links below for both of the Moab recap videos. The last event that we will talk about today is none other than the infamous 2019 NORRA Mexican 1000. For those of you who don't know, the Mexican 1000 is an off-road motorsport rally opened to vintage and modern vehicles. Each vehicle who enters gets lumped into a class based on year and specs of that vehicle. Several Bronco guys participate each year, and this year there were a total of 15 Broncos who participated in their respective classes. The team to take home the gold in their particular class, though, was none other than number 66 Guacho Marks Racing Team. I hope I said that right, Guacho. Sorry if I didn't. Anyways, if you guys remember, that Bronco was actually at our event in April, so That's pretty cool. Anyway, sweet job, guys. A fantastic win. We hope you guys all enjoyed it. And hopefully everybody who participated enjoyed it as well. Now, Randy, the number 66 driver, has actually done a super well-written write-up of his perspective of the race. So I'll link that below, along with the entire thread dedicated to the NORRA 1000 race. So check that out if you want to read up on that. Now, I will say this. I actually reached out to Randy and Mark and am happy to announce that I will be getting their Bronco story sometime this year. So that'll include the race, that'll include the story of the Bronco. It's going to be epic, so you guys are not gonna want to miss out on that. Now, last but not least, some of you know the name, some of you know him personally, but Andy Vaughn has been killing the Bronco photography game for some time now. We dig his work so much. If you look in our catalog, there are several high quality shots that he took that we just love and had to use. He has some serious skill behind the lens, and recently he started selling his prints online. So if you're looking to throw up some sweet Bronco shots in your garage, or if you've wheeled with him before and you want to see if he has pictures of you and your Bronco, go ahead and click the link below and check out all of his work. We just appreciate all that Andy has done for us, so this is a little shout out to him. So go show him some love, folks. And there we go. That wraps up the Bronco news for May. Now let's jump in-house and see what Wild Horses has been up to. What kind of Bronco goodies have we been dabbling our hands in? All right, so gracing us with his presence on this new product review is our sales guy, Jeremy, again. You guys loved him last time, so let's tell him about our first new product, Jeremy.
First new product is our Ford Bronco book, written by Todd Zerker, a Bronco expert. A lot of golden nuggets here in this book. Talks about every year Bronco, talks about racing the Bronco, talks about specs on the Bronco. Anything you need to know about the Bronco, this is an expert speaking his mind, speaking all his knowledge about the Bronco.
Now let's see, this is a 100 and something page Bronco.
But there's pictures, so don't worry, it's not all reading.
190 page book specifically dedicated to the Ford Bronco. So if you've ever wanted to, like me, be able to tell the difference between the year's Broncos, because it just frustrates you when your peers can, oh, that's a 76, and I know a 77. 77s are easy, but anything else, I just can't tell. So this book goes through all of that stuff. Like he said, a chapter dedicated specifically to the racing history of the Bronco, Parnelli Jones, and people like him. So sick book if you guys want more history on the Bronco.
And it is only $36, so you're not spending a boatload of money. That's shipped to you.
All right, moving on to the next product.
So here's a product that we got brand new in, never had before, is the rear quarter panel that's already cut and flared just to match the front fender of your Bronco. A lot of people put flares on all four corners of their Bronco, but if you like the look of the fender in the front, this is a rear matching quarter panel for that.
Yeah, the big deal about these is, like he said, if you like the look of your front fenders not being cut, but you still need the clearance in the back for bigger tires, or you just like the look of it better, these will do just that. So you get a stock look without all of the work that goes into it, all of the stress that goes into it, and you save a ton of money
labor
and time.
cost.
So check those out if you're interested. All right, now our last new product for May is our brand new colored dashes. Jeremy?
I'll spill the beans about the new colored dashes. We've got 3 different colors here of the 68 through 77 style dash pad. We've got saddle, light saddle, and dark saddle. So 3 different colors. If you got the light interior in your Bronco, these things go really well. And if you have the woody steering wheel, these things go really well together. They mesh really well. They are, like I said, a 68 through 77 style. So they do got this, how do you say, push out on it, opposed to the 66, 67 that's all the way straight across. Why did you move out of the way?
You're doing great.
Also fits a 66 and 67 if you do happen to like the part that does come out here like this.
Yeah, like he said, You touched on the retro style of these. I think they look sick. If you're going for a restoration of a Bronco and you want to stray away from that classic black look, yet you still want the retro style in your Bronco, definitely check this out, especially if you've got a different color interior that you're trying to match. These might be the pieces that make the interior of your rig completely pop out of the universe. We're getting better at this.
Separate yourself from the herd. Get yourself a updated dash pad. Saddle up with a saddle color. Good deal?
Maybe we're not getting better. I don't know.
Maybe we're not, but we shoot from the hip, you know what I mean? Oh, a little tech info on the 68 through 77 dash pads. Does come with 3 vent holes in the back. The 66 and 67 only has 2 vent holes in the back, but they do match up with the 2 outer vents, do match up with the 68 through 77 styles.
As always, guys, the link to all of those parts are in the description.
So with those products out the way, that sums up our new products for this month, but rest assured, new products are on their way.
Oh, heck yeah, they are. But for now, let's move on to the future of the Bronco community. Hey, don't do that. They're gonna want to duct tape you.
Why?
Too much energy, man. So, to start things off, we are headed to Big Bear Bronco Bash pretty quick here. I haven't actually been in several years, but from what I hear, it's a chill, kick back and wheel event, so we'll definitely let you guys know how it goes. The next future Bronco event is the East Coast Bronco Roundup happening in Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. I've never actually been to this event, but as with any Bronco event, it should be awesome. We sent lots of great raffle prizes over, so if you're in the area, go ahead and head over to that event and see if you can win any of our stuff. The dates for that event are June 20th through the 22nd, and you can register by following the link below. And that is actually all of your future Bronco news. So, you know what's next. It is time for the Bronco of the month. This month we have Crystal's beautiful Coyote swapped 66 Ford Bronco. Built by Ian Van Scoy, this rig can tear up the street, but it's also built to tear up the trail as well. Although I couldn't bring myself to take this beauty out there just because it is so clean. It's 4-linked in the rear with 8-inch Fox coilovers, 4-linked in the front with 10-inch Fox coilovers. It's got 35-inch Toyos, and just all of the bells and whistles that you could ever ask for in a Bronco. Ian did a fantastic job with his Bronco, and I'm sure Crystal couldn't be happier. I'll go ahead and link Ian's Instagram below so you can check out more of his work, and I'll link Crystal so you can check out more shots of the sick Ford Bronco. But congrats to both the builder and the owner. Phenomenal build. Your Bronco is the Bronco of the month. And with that out of the way, that wraps up the May edition of the Bronco Breakdown. Can't believe this is already the 5th one. Time just flies. But I've had fun doing it. I've had fun scoping out and snooping around for Bronco news. I've had fun with you guys emailing me some stuff. This has just been a great time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I definitely enjoy doing it. It's been a blast. As always, let me know what we could do to make it better. Maybe we'll open up a phone line and you guys can ring in. That would be pretty epic. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more sick Bronco content. I will be getting to those Bronco stories from Super Celebration here in a little bit, right after Bronco Bash, so you guys definitely don't want to miss out on those. We've got some sweet stories and sweet stuff coming down the pipe. So, what next? Oh, as always, with all of that being said, we will see you guys out there on the trail. Peace!